In this video, I'm going to give you a few amazing strategies for Twitter marketing that, to be honest, even surprised me because
this video is brought to you by EpiPie's Academy.
I didn't think that Twitter was going to be that effective until I tried it. And I'll show you a lot of things, how to get people to tweet you, but that's a minor thing. But what I'll also show you is how to run ads in a profitable, effective way from Twitter, surprisingly, of all places. I know, I was surprised by this too. And the coolest thing is how to get then Amazon to run ads on your behalf and pay for your ads. So there's a lot that's going to happen in this video. First of all, a very tiny tip. I woke up this morning and I was like, somebody mentioned me on Twitter. What's going on? I don't know this person. You see Edgar Delgado, don't know them. Never talk to them. You see, I don't follow them, but they tweeted a quotable from my book. This is actually a reader from my book, and I have a quotable. I have a takeaway from my book. So if you have a nonfiction book, you can have takeaways. Look what I did right away. Oh my God, I liked it and I retweeted it. So I promoted them, but also you see, they don't have a big following. They only have like 200 followers, but they're like a real human person. Surely they have friends who can see my book and maybe they click on my book. So that's cool, but that's not what I actually wanted to show you. That's just something cool that happened. So what I actually want to show you is Twitter ads. Look how cool. I'm going to show you an ad that I'm running. And this is right now, you see I'm running an ad. It's an ad to promote a tweet, and that tweet promotes my book. Take a look. I'm going to scroll here. I'm going to make it a little bigger for you so you can see. And what's going to happen is I've got, for this ad spend, $64. I got over 2,000 clicks, and it's cost me 3 cents per click. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Alex is getting bad traffic. No, this is some of the best traffic you can possibly get. I'm targeting United States traffic, business audience, traffic who already buys online. This is some of the best traffic you can get. On Facebook, you might be paying $1 per click here. Because Twitter is apparently so uncompetitive with the ads, it's 3 cents. It's incredible. And I'm actually generating sales from the book. I'm promoting my book and I'm happy with this ad and I keep running this ad. So how do you set it up for your case? In your case, you go create campaign. For me, I got this pop up because I'm in the middle of setting up a different campaign and I didn't want to. So I really want to start over. And for me, what I want to do, website clicks and conversions. I'm going to make this a little smaller so it all fits into the screen. And here, obviously, you want to set your budget. Let's say you want to start with a $10 budget, but really, if you have a $50 budget a day or something like that, it's better. Just don't stress your budget. That's the worst thing. But make sure that you don't break the bank, but also make sure that you are able to run this ad as a full experiment. Everything else here, we don't really care. We go next. The important part on this screen, this is ad groups. The important part here is I would recommend that you set a maximum bid. You can bid something like 10 cents and it's not going to bid the maximum. It might bid smaller amounts, but it's just not going to go over this amount. And of course, you see on the right, it's strangely saying that you should bid like $1.73 to $7. I mean, that's crazy. This is just an incorrect relic here. I don't even know what's going on with that recommendation, because you saw I'm getting 3 cents per click. So then you go next. And the most important part of this whole ad setup is this screen. And this screen is precisely where you identify your exact audience. And the rule of thumb is that you want to have a very narrow audience of people who will absolutely love whatever you are promoting. Not people who you'd like to get your book, not people who may be good to haves. No, this is the number one audience you have. They're going to be the ones buying. As I'm setting this up, the important part of the screen is, of course, demographics. You want to give an age range. Some genres are male-centric. Some genres of books are female-centric. You want to identify that and you want to pick it. Also, age range. Younger people, they tend to watch more video and they tend to spend less. So what I would do is target slightly older demographics, not too old, because my audience is business audience, so maybe like 25 to 54. That's a big range. So I'd even go like 35 to 49, maybe like this. Again, if somebody is 50 years old, they're not going to see my ad. I'd love for them to see my ad. I'd love for them to buy my book, but maybe they're just not perfect audience. They're just good audience. But I want perfect, because if you don't get perfect, they're not going to buy as readily, and then your ads are not going to be as profitable. Also, you're not going to get as cheap ad clicks because this ad started out at like 8 or 7 cents, and then Twitter saw that the people are really engaging with this ad, and so it showed it to more people who are ripe for specifically this ad. So the other things that are interesting here are audience features. If you click on all, it's going to give you what you can choose, and I recommend browsing through them. If this was a Twitter ads course, I'd like spend a long time on it, but this isn't that, so I'll let you do this. The interesting thing here is you can choose different interests and behaviors, but the unique thing here is this keywords, where you can actually, like if my book is a business plan book and somebody's talking about business plan, I can add that as my ad. My ad is going to get shown to anybody who's talking about a business plan. Now, this could be people like me who are promoting business planning products, but it could be also people who are starting a business. So keywords related to starting a business are really interesting because I'm hitting people exactly when they are thinking about planning a business, starting a business, stuff like that. And there's more settings here that are interesting. For example, retargeting people who saw and engaged with your past tweets. Of course, these are warmer leads. This is good. The thing is, what I would recommend to do is set up 5 different ads or a few different ads, not necessarily 5. And each ad would target a very small sliver of your targeting. So one ad would just go to people who talk about business plan. Another ad would just go to people who are already like retargeting people who saw your tweets. That way, you'll be able to determine which ad is working. And some ads will not work. Some targeting will not work. I've played around with this before, and some things I just wasted money, but this particular ad to sell the book, it did work. So for example, if you do choose your targeting, the next thing you do is you choose which tweet to promote. So for example, that's the tweet that I am promoting with that, like a tweet that's promoting my book. And you see I've got this business plan tweet, and I've got a link to my Amazon, and I've got the hashtag entrepreneurship business plan. When people are clicking on this, each click is 3 cents. That's to exactly the right audience that I chose. So this is really powerful. And what's going to happen is, what if a person comes to your Amazon listing and doesn't buy? Did you just waste that 3 cents? No. What happens is everybody who visited Amazon product pages and people who clicked on your ad, they will have visited Amazon product pages. Amazon begins running retargeting ads. They're paying for those ads. Amazon starts retargeting with Facebook ads, with Google ads, and they start trying to bring that potential buyer back to Amazon so that the Amazon can finish that sale. So even if that person doesn't buy, the person who comes from Twitter, even if they don't buy right away for maybe a few days or 7 days, however long Amazon runs that retargeting ad, Amazon is going to pay for ads to bring back the people who've already visited your sales page. And guess what that's going to do? That's going to eventually get your sales longer term slightly, and it's going to boost your overall sales. And guess what that's going to do? That's going to get you more reviews, higher rankings in Amazon, all that. So this strategy is not necessarily itself to make money. And while it can make money on its own, the really amazing thing is that it boosts your search standing on Amazon, and then your Amazon listing starts to climb up the search, gets recommended more, and all those amazing things begin to happen. And this is a really cheap way to expedite all of that.